At last, time to get out the charts and plan a real voyage, a test of boat and skipper. My friend artist Gary Bueller was spending a week in Hood River to do some sketching and shoot some photos. I agreed to meet him after boating upstream so we could view the gorge from a river perspective, planning 2 nights on the boat. The trip would require passing through Bonneville locks and a distance of 50 nautical miles one way. The weather report looked great, except for a slight chance of rain on departure day. No problem. I've been rained on before, right? There we go on another one of Martin's adventures. It'd be nice if it wasn't raining, but it is. So, hopefully, it'll stop pretty soon like the weatherman says it will, or the weather will be better further east and not too windy, like the weatherman says it's not going to be too windy. So, here we go. Well, this is just delightful. It's actually gotten worse instead of any better. That rain that we started out with is still coming down out there, unfortunately. So I decided to pull off at the west end of Government Island and get warmed up. I was freezing to death out there, and I was kind of surprised at how stiff I'd become by the time that I decided to come in and try to tie up. And as usual, the Columbia's current always makes it interesting. So I motor up to the dock and tie up, jump off the boat, and just about have the boat ripped out of my hands down and taken off downstream and off the dock. So anyway, I'm going to stay tied up here for a while and get warmed up and see if the rain will go away. There's the only neighbor I've got out here today. Well, it's almost quit raining, so gonna get back on the river, head downriver and see if we can get to Rooster Rock State Park. This is Bartlett's Landing that I'm tied up to right now, and the docks are great, but the facility, well, there's some places to make a fire, and that's about it. I looked around. The map said there's supposed to be a potty up there, but I couldn't find it. Anyway, here we go, back down the river. Well, it's still not a very nice day out here, but at least the rain has stopped. And in the background, you can see Rooster Rock. There's a fuzzy old Rooster Rock up there. And that is the entrance to the Columbia River Gorge. Pretty impressive today. This is the boat dock at Rooster Rock State Park. And it's really quite a spectacular location, and it also has a very interesting entrance. There's a very narrow channel, about 8 to 6 feet in depth, that leads to the Columbia River and back into this little cove. So, nice place to tie up and have lunch, which is what I did. And this is just right across the street from the little bay at Rooster Rock for the boat tie-up. That is the edge of the railing for Vista House, and it sits on top of this. Wow. Right now I'm just standing in the middle of the river, and I think this is probably a pretty rare moment. The views are tremendous. I'm the only boat on the water. There's no wind, no wakes, nothing. It's really extraordinary. Okay, do your line.
Ahoy, Captain.
Well, here we are, day 2. It stopped raining finally. It rained all night. Got all my clothes wet from going up to go to the potty. Don't tell anybody though, it's very embarrassing. However, I do have one dry pair of underpants left, so all is not lost. We are just about up at the Bonneville Dam. We went up there earlier to take a look around and took a peek at the locks and decided to chicken out and come back. Right now, we're drifting down the river at about 2.1 knots, and the wind is blowing the other way, which is kind of the best condition. So, we're going to take a look at the scenery, some of this stuff over here. And downriver is where we were, Bonneville. Well, this is what we came for. The sun is out, and it's looking pretty good over there. If I can just get Gary to stop singing, this would be such a tranquil day.
You're never gonna break my heart.
There he goes again.
Just because you wear all those fancy clothes. Oh, yeah. This is the big stuff. I don't have this zoom in the wrong place. Oops, they're gonna. Oh, they look like jet fighters from the rear. Help! Help! Oh, wow, this is kind of nice. See with the stacked shadows. Take the light.
Tower zoom.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum.
Well, it's Friday. It's time to go home, and I'm coming back as quickly as possible, which is pretty easy. We have a great current, so can motor over 10 knots at a good fuel saving rate, and I'm kind of in a hurry, gotta get to work, so I'm only stopping to goof off just a little bit. And this is the mouth of the gorge on a nice day, so I'll just give you the panorama from Rooster Rock all the way up east. And that's the view to the west, and then over to the Washington side. And that's into the east where we were this morning. Rooster Rock Park again, and just a house.